Eric here. If you're watching this video, it's because you said yes, you have gone through or you are going through hard times. And you're going through the type of hard times that's challenging to share with others. I don't know what your specific hard time is. I don't know what specifically challenges you at this particular moment. But what I do know is that whatever it is, if you're struggling with it, it means you haven't found acceptance. You haven't found acceptance to what it is that you're dealing with. You haven't found acceptance for what you went through. You haven't found acceptance to what happened. You haven't found acceptance to whatever that thing is that is on your shoulders right now. And maybe you haven't found acceptance because you just can't talk to someone to express what you feel, to express what you think, to express what you endured. I know what that's like. I have endured so many things that make people uncomfortable when you try to share, when you try to talk. Whether your intention to share is just to let people know that you went through this, so please don't make jokes about it, or you're challenged with this, and whether it should or it shouldn't, you find that it impacts you in ways, and that you're not looking for sympathy, but you're looking for compassion and understanding. For any traumatic experience, part of the healing process is to truly feel free to express yourself, to express your feelings, to express what you've endured. Maybe sometimes you're in a situation where you feel that there will be backlash if you do that, so you keep it suppressed deep inside. Maybe you're afraid of hurting someone's feelings, or maybe you're afraid that someone will judge you inappropriately. I cannot begin to express or to go over all the reasons why it may be difficult for you to express whatever it is that is so painful, so intimate, so hurtful. But what I can do is I can tell you I've been there. I have been impacted by many issues in life. I have been molested in my younger years. I have been forcefully raped in my adult years. I have been stigmatized. I have been seen as a stereotype, a rapist, a murderer, a gangbanger, a drug dealer. I have been the subject of racism, not just by Caucasians, but by people of my own pigmentation, people of my own color. I have been experienced racism from all other ethnicities. I have experienced hurt and betrayal. I have been accused at different times of my life, of crimes. And this is all as a person who did everything right to be considered an upstanding citizen, did everything right to be deemed a professional. As you already know, I'm an attorney by profession. As you already know, I've traveled the world. I have done so many things, and yet I have endured events in my life that used to be so difficult to share, to express, to acknowledge, to admit. So I really know what it feels like, on many levels, to feel trapped, to feel unable to get what's inside of here out, so that you can feel free and not burdened. I know that feeling. I know that feeling well. But I know that you don't always have to be burdened. You don't always have to carry the burden of whatever it is that seems so sensitive that you can't talk. Because if you cannot talk, maybe it's because you feel shame. Maybe, like I said, you're afraid of being judged. Whatever it is, it's a trap. My job and my belief is to help you see that what seems so overwhelming and overpowering at this moment in your life, what you could never conceive of not being a heavy burden, could actually be something that is a gift, that is a blessing, that is something that will give you greater strength, greater understanding, greater compassion. Greater mercy. It is very hard to talk about something abstract. Talking about your unknown, your pain, your struggle. But what I know is that I have been burdened. And what I know is that others have been burdened and been able to find the power and the strength to not just overcome, but to be free, truly free from that which used to pain them, that used to shame them, that used to embarrass them. And my belief for you, I know it. I just know because it's what I've experienced myself, is that you too can be free. You too will be free if you allow yourself to be free. You and I, we will take a walk together and explore what it is that you feel is beyond expression, that is holding you down, that is trapping you. What is it? Why is it that you feel that way? I will then shine a spotlight onto this thing. This thing, and I call it a thing now because I don't know what your specific situation is. I just don't. But this thing is just that, a thing, an event, an occurrence, something that happened in a moment in time, and that time is past. It's come and it's gone. It only lingers because it lingers with you. It lingers here. It lingers here. Maybe there are physical scars, only emotional scars. I don't know. Because once again, I'm talking about something abstract. I'm not talking about a specific, so I cannot give you a specific remedy. But what I do know is that healing starts with first having someone to be able to listen, to really listen, and to feel you. To honest to goodness, feel you. We all want someone to listen to us, to understand us. And even though eventually you'll get to a point where you really don't need anyone to understand you, and it really won't matter whether anyone listens to you, understands you, or even believes in you, believe it or not. If you're not already there, there will come a day when that will not be so important to you. You won't need that. You won't hunger that. And you will be able to stand steadfast. But it's always nice to have someone there. It's always nice to have a friend. It's always nice to have a companion. It's always nice to have a comrade. Someone who's got your back. My job, my desire, my hope, and my vision is not just to help you unburden yourself with whatever this thing is, but it's also to make you be able to laugh about it in the end, to make jokes, to not think of it as the stone, the weight, the pain, the challenge that it currently is. I would love to be able to sit here and tell you exactly how I will do that. I can't, because I don't know what your situation is. But what I can do is tell you, all those things that I told you I endured. None of them weigh me down. I'm not afraid to put on videotape all those things that I've gone through and share them with you and share them with the world. And I don't care what anyone thinks. I really don't care, because their opinion does not matter. My opinion is all that matters. Your opinion for you is all that really matters. And getting you to the place where you clearly understand that, feel that, embrace that, know that, that's our journey if you choose to take that travel with me, to go on that road with me. There's nothing really more for me to say on this topic at this moment. I just want you to know that I believe you don't have to be burdened any longer. I believe it's time for you to be free. And that's what I see for you, freedom.